YouTube. What is up?
Hi guys.
Today's topic, nothing. So you wanted to talk about something coming from nothing.
So
Define nothing.
in the atheist Bible, I saw a question, and it said, "How was the universe created?" Because something cannot be created from nothing, and for something to be created, that means that there had to have been something before it, whether it was gases or whatever. But how would those things be created without a creator?
Okay, define nothing, and why is your God the exception?
Define nothing as in, so for the Big Bang Theory, they had to have been gases and exploding star, and magnetic pull to pull clumps of dirt in a rock to create a planet. Well, before that happened, there had to have been something to put that into motion, and before that, there couldn't have just been nothing, no anything, because you can't make something out of nothing. Where did these building blocks come from?
Okay, define nothing.
I did. The absence of anything.
Okay, and why is your God the exception? So if nothing can come from nothing.
I'm talking about just a creator that started our universe.
Okay, and how can that happen with a creator if...
Because there had to have been something that made or moved the cycle of a universe into its first steps. There had to have been something that made that happen. There had to have been something to start what the building blocks of our universe.
But how do we know it had to have been something?
Because something can't just make itself. Like, there had to have been something to put that in motion. You can't just say there's a book and then the book appears or something.
Okay, that's your statement. Nothing can create nothing.
Yeah, it's fact. You can't create something with nothing.
I'm saying, okay, let's go with that. What, with your God, why is that the exception?
I'm using it as the term of a creator that started the...
A God, a creator, anything. Something started it.
Yeah.
So if nothing can create something...
I said that's not true. Nothing can't create something.
That's what I'm saying. Nothing can create something, but yet your creator was always there.
Okay. What are you asking?
So how is that possible? What started your start? Your God, your creator?
I couldn't tell you. I wasn't there.
Okay, I wasn't there for the universe.
But in terms of that, there had to have been something to set our universe in motion. That was the creator, right? Because it created our universe.
That's what you're saying, yes.
I mean, that's true. Something created our universe. I'm not talking about a higher power, but something created our universe. Something put the universe into motion to start forming what it is.
Okay.
So therefore, there is a creator.
No, that's two different things you're saying. You're saying something started it, so I can grant there was an event or something that started it, and then you're saying it had to be a something.
Whatever that something is that created it is the creator. Whether or not it's a being or an event, it's still a creator. Therefore, the universe had a creator.
So You're saying because it happened this one time that that the universe. How am I saying this? Because we don't know how the universe came, right? You're saying because it happened this one time that's why it's so grand, I guess.
But what was the thing that, or who or what was the thing that created the start?
We don't know.
So, but there had to have been a creator to start whatever happened, because we don't really know what happened.
But you're just saying there had to have been. We don't know that there had to have been.
Yes, because you can't make something out of nothing.
Okay, but then if there's nothing,
then there would be absolutely nothing. Like, there would not be no possibility of anything ever happening.
okay. So how can there have ever been nothing?
There wasn't. That's what I'm trying to tell you, that there had to have been something that was created, however old our universe is or whatever. Because was our universe just always there?
We don't know.
And
We don't know how many times this universe has been here, or if it's been here before and collapsed, and that's what made the Big Bang. We don't know. So saying it had to have come from something or some being is ruling out a whole lot of other things that we don't know.
well, just keep it simple by it had to have been something.
But we don't know it had to have been.
By logic, we do know that there had to have been something here, or something that was being created.
Something that started. I can get on board with that. But a being, I'm not on board with that. Because I can grant there's always been something, because we don't know what started it, but saying it was a creator or a being, that's where it falls apart for me.
So, the universe has been around, what we can say is forever. It's been there forever before us, and it's going to be there forever after us. We can assume. So, say there was beings before us, which we can assume that there was because of how vast and how big and how long the universe has been here. We could say that there's been something before us, just by assumption of how great and big it is.
I can.
Whether it's just a germ or something, we can say that there's been something before us.
Okay.
So, the something.
But that's still in this universe, though.
Yeah.
So how would something in this universe start our universe?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It can't. So something with an outside power had to have started something. I'm not saying it had to have been someone or a being, but there had to have been something that started something. Like, we can assume that there's been something before us, and that something was created by another thing, and that other thing was created by another thing. So there had to have been one thing that started something. There had to have been one.
Okay, I'm just not seeing how there has to be a first if.
Well, you can't have anything without a first.
Okay, but you're just saying that there's no. We haven't proven there's. We can't. Wait.
I mean, mathematically, you can't have a 2 without a 1. Like, you can't have the second ever car built without the first car.
Okay, I get that.
There had to have been
But
something that
that's
started 1.
but that's something we invented. Because there was already stuff here for us to invent that.
Yes, but math is also in our whole universe, and we just use it to make things simple. But that's the rules, that there has to be a 1 for there to be a 2 and a 3 and a 4. Whether or not how long that 1 lasted, or how great it was, or it was just a germ or something, there had to be a 1. Like a rock that mutated or something.
Okay, I'm granting all of that. I can understand that part of what you're saying. That's in the universe already. You're saying something had to start everything.
So we know that you can't just a person can't just be made out of thin air. So we can say that a rock just can't be made out of thin air, a germ just can't be made out of thin air. So for there just to be so many universes that were just suddenly there, we know that can't happen. They can't just be there. That there had to have been something that started the events for that to be there.
But we don't know that.
We do know that.
We don't know that. There's no proof of that.
But there is proof, because you know you can't make something out of nothing. You have to have the ingredients, I guess, the chemical makeup of whatever it is you're making.
Okay.
So there has to be something that was made first.
You're talking about two different things. You're saying something in the universe that's already been made can't exist without the universe. And then you're talking about the universe.
So, yeah, they both tie into each other, because since we don't know how it was made, but by what we know now is that we know that something had to make something with the materials, with the right temperature, whatever happened, that something was made there with other materials from somewhere else. But if you break up all those materials that went into this thing, those materials came from somewhere else. And if you break that apart, one will be older than the rest, and then that will be broken up, and one will be older than the rest, and you have to find the first. There will be a first that was made that created everything else.
Yes, I understand that. That we're on board with that part.
Okay.
We don't know. There's no studies that we can do to create a universe. So an infinite regress, we can't say that's impossible because we don't know.
Okay, I'm trying to make it simple that we know that we know we can define that you have to have the materials to make one thing
In this universe,
yes. Well, I mean,
we don't know enough about what can create a universe to say there can't be, it has to be something.
well, in this universe we know that we can't make something out of nothing. In other universes that doesn't, I wouldn't know in a universe that wouldn't apply to, because that's beyond my understanding.
Exactly. It's beyond our understanding. So to say there can't be is putting a is like putting a stamp on it saying this can't happen and just done. I'm not okay with saying that, because that stops us from looking for an answer. If we find out that there had to be something that started it, and there's documented proof, there's evidence that there had to be something, that's fine.
There couldn't be documented proof because we don't have anything. That thing.
I know but you're missing my point.
No, I mean I get what you're saying, but that thing is for billions, trillions, quadrillion years old. It's not there. We could be looking straight at it. We just don't know what it is.
Okay, but that's not necessarily true, because we can go all the way back to I can't remember. It's like a millisecond after the Big Bang, or a millisecond.
It wouldn't be before, because that would prove the Big Bang.
So I think it's a millisecond after the Big Bang that we can go all the way back to. So just because it's that old doesn't mean we can't get that proof. We just don't know exactly what we're looking for.
Yeah, like that's what I said. We could be looking. It could be a rock outside, and we wouldn't know that's what it was. But say we found the thing or whatever that started everything, because like you said, in this universe we know what makes sense mostly, and in other universes it could have been something that knew what was started. Like you said, in this universe that we know that we can't make something out of nothing. In another universe, like you said, that there could be something that made something out of nothing. So in other universes, maybe that they knew the God. That's why they were able, but we don't know that. So that's why it gets all funky. But right now we know that we can't make something out of it. And
we don't know that because
in our universe we do.
Because we don't know what nothing is to do any kind of experiments to say it can't come from that. Because once we start putting any kind of definition on a nothing, it becomes something. That's my whole point on what I was trying to explain.
But we do know what nothing is, because nothing is the absence of any element, is the absence of any atom. And of course we can't make that happen, but we know that's what it is.
But we don't know that's what it is.
Yes, we do. We do know what that is.
Then
but we can't make that happen.
Write a paper and get your what's it called?
My award.
What the hell are they called?
Nobel Prize.
Yeah, Nobel Prize.
Because without an atom, because atoms make up elements, without an atom there would be nothing.
What are in atoms?
They are.
Isn't there other things inside atoms?
Yes, but without an atom, because that's what's inside it, there would be nothing.
Then how can that something inside it exist?
Because I said, like, if you take away the atoms in this part of the room, there would be nothing there.
No, because there's nothing to. I think we're talking past each other on this one.
Nothing is the absence of everything, and we can't have that.
And that puts something on it.
No, because absence means it's not there. Anything means that there's not one thing, whether it be millions of point millimeters small, that there would be nothing, no matter what it is, air, nothing, that there would be nothing.
But we don't know if for what you're saying, if we take out that nothing, if something happens in that nothing, because we can't create nothing.
We're getting close because dark matter, it has a negative gravitational pull.
I don't know enough about dark matter to say you're right, but I've read a little bit on it to say you're not quite right.
What do you mean? It does have a negative gravitational pull, so
does a magnet.
no, like it has negative mass is what I meant. It doesn't weigh.
So like a black hole.
Per se.
So then it'd be a black hole.
But that's not dark matter, because dark matter is everywhere. And they proved it's everywhere in our universe, not everywhere here.
I'm not quite sure that's right. I mean, I'm more on board with what you're saying than not. I haven't researched as much on that to give a definite answer.
So, this is NASA.gov. It's a very reputable site.
It's a shill company. Isn't that what all you flat earthers say? NASA's a shill company?
Well, dark matter is found all over our, like, not on our Earth, but like around it, like this picture depicts. And it makes up about 27% of our matter on Earth. And that's crazy.
Cool. I think we're just talking past each other on that one, though.